Hello, I'm Ty Mason of the DiabetesCouncil.com, researcher, writer, and I have type 2 diabetes. I want to emphasize that my perspective is coming from one with type 2 and not type 1 diabetes. Our channel is primarily for those with type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes. Today, I want to answer the question, can medicine help prevent or delay diabetes? After you watch the video today, I invite you to check out the description box for my new ebook. This is one of the most comprehensive diabetes meal planning books you'll find anywhere. It contains diabetes-friendly meals and recipes for different goals such as 800 to 1800 calories per day meal plans, diabetes meal planning and tips and tricks, and there are also tons of diabetes-friendly recipes for everyone. I'm going to tell you that through my research, the answer to this question is yes. However, there are many doctors who do not agree with me, or do they agree with the American Diabetes Association on the use of drugs to keep prediabetes from becoming type 2. Few doctors are prescribing a low-cost drug that has been proven effective in preventing the onset of diabetes, according to a UCLA study. The study, published in the peer-reviewed journal Annals of Internal Medicine, found that only 3.7% of U.S. adults with prediabetes were prescribed metformin during a recent 3-year period. Now, metformin and lifestyle changes both can prevent the onset of diabetes, but people often struggle to adopt healthier habits. That's according to Dr. Tannaz Moin, the study's lead author and an assistant professor of medicine in the Division of Endocrinology at the Geffen School of Medicine at UCLA and at the VA Greater Los Angeles. She says diabetes is prevalent, but prediabetes is even more prevalent, and we have evidence-based therapies like metformin that are very safe and that work. However, metformin is rarely being used for diabetes prevention among people at risk for developing it. This is something that patients and doctors need to be talking about and thinking about." End quote. Now, it's estimated that about 1/3 of adults in the U.S. have pre-diabetes, which is marked by higher than normal blood sugar levels. The American Diabetes Association in 2008 added metformin to its annual standards for medical care in diabetes guidelines for use in diabetes prevention for those at very high risk who are under age 60, are severely obese, or have a history of gestational diabetes. Under the guidelines, metformin may also be considered for patients whose blood sugar is above normal but not yet in the diabetes range. Now, the researchers examined data from 2010 to 2012 from United Healthcare, the nation's largest private insurer, for a national sample of 17,352 adults aged 19 to 58 with pre-diabetes. They found the prevalence of metformin prescriptions was 7.8% for severely obese patients. Metformin prescriptions were nearly twice as high for women than for men. Among people with pre-diabetes, the prevalence of prescription for obese individuals was 6.6% versus 3.5% for non-obese people. Among people who had pre-diabetes and 2 other chronic diseases, 4.2% received prescriptions for metformin versus 2.8% of people with pre-diabetes and no other chronic diseases. Now, the reason for the underuse of metformin are not clear. The researchers write, but they could not include a lack of knowledge of the 2002 Diabetes Prevention Program study, which showed that both lifestyle changes and metformin can prevent or delay progression from prediabetes to diabetes. The fact that the drug does not have FDA approval for prediabetes and the reluctance by patients and doctors to medicalize prediabetes may also be an answer. Dr. Sam Ho, a co-author of the study, said identifying more effective ways to help people avoid diabetes is essential to individuals' lives and to society as a whole, which is why it was important to us to support this research. I personally believe if anyone who has prediabetes should be taking metformin. That's my personal opinion. Talk to your healthcare provider about it. Don't forget to get my new ebook, and please subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you many more videos like this one in the future. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm Ty Mason.